She want the tea. She want the tea. I can.
Let's react to this shit. It's a 4 minute. Okay, you said a different one this time.
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya.
Alright, let's see.
Okay. Melissa, are you sure this is domestic violence?
This dude got a Mozzie.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Hey, okay.
No, that's
sorry,
amazing.
I got a lot going on. I'm sorry. Oh, anytime. If you want to put this on
You're
the
not going
air,
that fast though.
Yeah. Copy. Hopefully I can hear Brooke.
Yeah, going live tonight.
Yes. I don't.
Going live tonight. We're gonna react to
I
it.
want to stay with it the best we can and just stay with it. Maybe we'll play it by ear. Maybe he's going to turn. I'm being serious. He might hit Manchester and make a turn to the east.
You're going slow right now.
And if he doesn't, I don't know what we're going to do. Copy. Have a pursuit going on out here, and this is going to be in the Baldwin Hills area. Actually,
Yeah, I'm gonna just
Ladera
leave
Heights
it.
is where we just entered. Now we can see that white Maserati right there, and then it is making its way onto it's been on La Brea. It's been running red lights, but it's staying south.
We're gonna start picking up, bro.
Sorry about that. Anyways, we're making our way on La Brea southbound. This is going to be very difficult for Skyfox because we're starting to get into that LAX area, and I
It's
was
a
hoping that
stuffed
he would make
muffin.
a turn, but he's been staying south on La Brea. Even the LAPD airship is going to have to make some sort of decision, but they have the guys on the ground. You can see two of them right there. Domestic violence is about the best we're going to say right now for what that suspect is originally wanted for. But I can tell you that that vehicle's been running red lights, pretty much every red light, as we make our way up to another major right here. Now the vehicle speeds, well, let's just say reasonable. Haven't been extremely high. There you go through another red light right there, but it's been
You're only
continuing
going 50
southbound
though.
on this on La Brea, and it's just been making its way into the LAX's airspace. Hopefully, you'll make a turn here somewhere. Otherwise, Skyfox
He
might
just
have
chilling.
to break off for a little bit to reacquire this pursuit. But LAPD, they're definitely on the ground right there. Two vehicles. This has been going on for a few minutes. It was in the off of Western for the longest amount of time. Started over by the Coliseum and made its way over here to La Brea, and then it made that turn to the south. But the driver is continuing running the red lights. You can see right there those speeds. They are about what the freeway speed should be.
Bro got
But
3
we are
fucking
actually
squad
in the
car on them,
fluid
bro.
area right now, and that vehicle continues to move
Bro got 3
southbound.
squad car on them.
Staying right behind it. A full pursuit. Another red light.
Oh,
right
shit.
there. Every time that happens, I got to tell you, my heart
was kinda
does
close,
skip a
too.
beat because I'm always worried for any of the civilians that might be in that area.
Maserati don't even go that fast though.
Hey,
That
Stu,
shit lagging.
so do we know how many people are in this car?
Well, right now we know that there definitely is just the
Yeah, we're just
driver
gonna leave
here.
it, bro.
You can see it's continuing southbound. And again,
Hopefully
when you
it
have
starts
these domestic
speeding.
Dispute type of calls. Those are usually
You're gonna need
the
to
most
start speeding.
dangerous
You want to
for
get out of there.
LAPD in
You're
general.
gonna need to start
Not sure
speeding.
exactly how this started, and we heard something about. And again, this is also unconfirmed information. Something about that driver possibly being following a bus with the spouse in there or the partner in that bus.
Nah,
And
he
that's
was
what got
following the
LAPD's
bus?
attention. When they got behind it, that's when that pursuit started. Chris doing an amazing job with Skyfox. We keep climbing just to keep this shot up. I'm hopeful that he'll make a turn somewhere around here and make this easier for us because I don't want to break away from it. But right now we still have pretty clear view of it. But we can't make our way any farther south because of the traffic landing at LAX. So we're kind of staying here. The car is continuing to go farther and farther away. Are they pit
Time to smoke
pit
up.
approved? Well, LAPD,
Time to
we heard
smoke
the
up.
word a couple of times, but we haven't seen an opportunity for that unit to be able to make that pit maneuver. So right now, you can see that vehicle just continuing southbound on La Brea, running almost every red light. LAPD doing what they can to stay behind it. My pilot, Chris, doing an amazing job. We're actually
You don't know what
making our way over
Maserati
to the
is?
405, but it is altitude. We can keep an
Luxury
eye on what's going on
sedan.
as long as it doesn't get behind these buildings. But again,
Oh, yeah, I need to get one too, bro.
Violence suspect in there, and again, usually those are generally one of the most dangerous type of calls. And you can see that vehicle making a driving over the center divider right there. So possibly making a U-turn. I got to get a hold of my pilot, Chris. Chris, he's making a U-turn. He's going northbound. He's going northbound, Chris.
The direction they came from. You know,
they did hear me.
Stu, on one note, you know, obviously domestic dispute calls are known to be some of the most dangerous for officers, and also traffic calls of any kind known to be the most dangerous. And so this, in some ways, pairs the two, and so you can just kind of put in perspective the importance of getting this vehicle off the road.
Definitely, and you know, whenever
like
it's
50 to 80,
domestic, it always becomes emotional, and when the emotions are involved, all reason. Even most of the time, when we
it looked like he's
people ask me, like,
picking up speed.
I know, you don't think
he's
they're
picking up
much
speed.
of anything, and when you start throwing emotions in there, it really just opens up the door for something that could end poorly. We're actually making a U-turn, so we are going to be getting closer to it. That car continuing on. Now we're on the wrong side of the road right there, now making its way northbound on La Brea, basically just going back from the same direction where it came.
Bro, them squad cars right on his ass. They're right on his ass, bro.
Relatively, well, now I'm seeing 70 miles an hour. I don't think they're actually going 70 miles an hour, but they've been relatively normal. You know, I'm not saying anything outrageous, but definitely continuing to weave in and out. Traffic getting close to other vehicles, driving on the wrong side of the road. Anytime that any of that's happening, I'm always more worried about the other vehicles that are on the road with that driver.
They're on his ass.
Yeah, obviously, this is actually where I used to live, La Brea and Cincinnati. They're right there, so I know just how busy this area is, even around this time of day, and not just cars, but people crossing the street, pedestrians walking up and down the streets. This is a busy area, even if you're not totally able to see it from the video here, Stu. But you know, can you tell us a little bit of what you know about this area?
Well, I'm just kind of along with you. I have a friend of mine that lives in this general area as well. But right now, we're actually making our way out of that area.
Damn, that shit is closed,
making our
bro.
way back into
That traffic there, bro.
Area. I kind of wonder if this car is going back to the original where it started, because basically it just made a U-turn and now is heading back north on La Brea.
Nah, facts, bro. This dude got like
we'll see what happens.
5 stars running. 4 or 5 stars.
Divider. That one LAPD unit was relatively close, and many times look how close that car is to that to the suspect. So possibly we might see a pit maneuver if it is able. Like right now, you couldn't do it. You have all those other vehicles around there. But if there's an opportunity that presents itself, we might actually see a pit maneuver try to bring this thing to an end. But LAPD, they're doing what they can to keep the public safe right now. They got lights and sirens on. That's the only thing they can do. That driver, that suspect running from the law enforcement right now, still maybe in an emotional state.
They're picking
but
up now.
To keep away from the law enforcement. Not a good situation at all. At least we're staying in the right.
They're not playing with them, bro.
Like
whoever that is.
With that vehicle. And again, LAPD, they are in pursuit. The suspect wanted for some sort of domestic situation.
Yeah, the police pretty close behind this car, and just obviously it seems obvious, but just watching the car go, you know, down the turning lane, in the center lane, driving straight down the whole time, slowly moving through these very busy intersections, this is just incredibly dangerous.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh,
definitely dangerous.
Bike, yeah.
Did you see that right there? It looked like that car was actually making a, now we're on the wrong side of the road, was making a beeline for that pedestrians, the bicyclists. It was like almost a threatening move. You know, a lot of times, look at that.
No, that's crazy.
Could you just imagine being right here, on Stalker right here?
That's what I just keep thinking of. You just have no idea what's coming.
And you're kind of stuck in those lanes right there. They had that
man, why they shit is
You're just driving
bugging?
along on Stalker, and then all of a sudden you've got this car going the wrong way. And then they had
That's
an LAPD
crazy.
vehicle there as well. You know, they do what they can, and you know, a lot of times
that's
I
actually
talk to
insane. You almost ran over 2 people.
Why don't they just ram it? Why don't they just? Because you just can't. That's not you just can't do that. It just doesn't work that way, especially here in Los Angeles. So they have protocol in place, and they cannot just smash into a suspect's vehicle, and especially somebody. And
they're
again,
gonna pick up, bro. They're gonna pick up up the pace now,
They
bro.
always have to assume the worst and hope for the best. That's basically law enforcement in its finest. That's the best they can do. Right now, though, you got the LAPD in force behind it. You got a number of vehicles again following. Luckily, we are back on the right side of the road, or the correct side of the road. But that vehicle continues to elude officers, and hopefully, we're not going to see any kind of posturing like we saw just moments ago, where that vehicle apparently, or seemed like it was actually targeting some pedestrians there on the side of the road. Thank goodness nobody got hurt.
You're going slow as fuck now.
Continuing out here. Now we're in the Windsor Park area. And again, speeds, well, they are above whatever the posted limit is. But that vehicle, you know as well as I do, that Maserati can do a lot better than that. And it is keeping within reason. But still, as far as any other laws of street laws, not at all. Wrong side of the road, running red lights, anything you can imagine.
Be cruising right now. Where's the cops at? Where's the cops at? Ooh. Where the cops at, gang? The cops are not even on his ass no more. The cop is not even on his ass no more.
Brooke, that is the thing that I always worry about. Law enforcement, I've said this before in the past as well, they are concerned about the safety of that suspect as well as anybody else around that vehicle. They are responsible for everything that's happening in that pursuit. But my fears have always been more, let's just say, grounded. I worry about any of the people that are around this car. Like you said, unsuspecting people, you're just going about your day, and then you've got this person barreling through red lights, running from law enforcement, and that's when the tragedies happen. We've seen it in the past. Don't want to see it again. You just saw that vehicle making all these crazy turns, now starting to...
They ain't cutting up. Now you cutting up.
I'm wondering if LAPD is actually back
now you
off
cutting up.
of that driving, and then now just in more of a tracking mode. The
On your
helicopter's
TV,
still above it, but coming
I'm
up on
dead.
a solid rev right there. Thank goodness there were no other vehicles there, and now making another turn. Now we're back onto Jefferson.
Watching on the TV
is
is
where this
crazy.
thing started. This is where we picked this up earlier on. So
Why they
basically making a big
lagging?
giant loop. Don't know what's going on. Hopefully this person is working through
Like,
whatever.
don't y'all have the good fucking Wi-Fi in the fucking helicopter?
Relatively
Come on, guys.
calm answer. Just pull over, get out of that vehicle, try and run. But
you in the hood
let's
now?
just hope that nobody
Oh, that's not no
gets
hood. Big ass houses.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Get Starlink in the fucking copter, you be chilling. You going back home? I do going back home.
Yeah, and you saw. Oh, look at this. I guess we're going home.
Yeah, going home.
Looks like we're pulling into a back of an apartment complex right here. This is definitely going to be off of West Street, and you got some folks out front. Well, Skyfox is going to move around. We're going to try to get to the back there. But clearly there's something that these folks know what's going on. That vehicle stopping, the door open. Sorry, we are. We get to see that suspect getting out of the vehicle.
That nigga chilling. He just chilling.
Kind of parked the vehicle and getting inside.
Bro, he think he lost the cops? Ain't no way he thought he lost the cops, bro.
Right now, that vehicle definitely stopped.
Oh.
Law enforcement, you can see the helicopter above. Officers arriving here on scene.
Bro, you better change his fucking clothes and shit, bro. Like, this dude is cooked. He's cooked. They're right on his ass, bro. Right there on his ass. YouTube now, bro. When YouTube trying to run the ad, bro, that shit keep buffering for 5 hours, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, why can't even press play? Look. I can't even press play. The fuck is that? Oh my god, bro. Should I turn off the fucking VPN? Not the VPN, but
just basically kind of park the
ad
vehicle,
blocker.
getting inside. You know, maybe not the most dramatic ending.
Bro,
in a-
we
it-
saw
but
you,
definitely
dude.
the
Like, you're
endings that
not
we
running
want to
away,
see.
bro.
Like right now, that vehicle
We
definitely
saw you
stopped.
already,
Law
bro.
enforcement, you can see the helicopter above. Officers arriving here on scene. This may turn into some sort of standoff. Right now, that vehicle definitely stopped. Law enforcement, you can see the helicopter above. Officers arriving here on scene. This may turn into some sort of standoff, but clearly that driver parking the vehicle, going inside this apartment complex. We're going to listen in and see if we can get some information about what the officers are going to do. Oh, never mind. Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
shit.
no, no,
Oh.
no. That's not the ending. So the shots have been fired. The suspect is definitely down. And apparently he came out to the front and he did have a weapon and was posturing, and now that suspect is down. Brooke, I don't know if we can get in any tighter because there are family members down there as well, but definitely shots fired and definitely that suspect is down.
Bruh. That dude got smoked. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That dude got smoked. I mean, bro, don't pull out a gun to the cop. Did he pull out a gun? Do you know it? Do y'all know if he pulled out a gun or not? That's crazy, bro. They lit him up. Yeah, he did. He's right here.